morning. Good morning. My name. Yeah, good morning. My name is Charlimo. Charlimo. So when you join, you become Charlimo. So thank you for having me on your program.
That's an issue on my part. So I just looked at it and said, we're used to shouting Chemo. It is Charlimo. You're right. Thank you so much for honoring us on this interview.
Thank you.
All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, let's tell you about Charlimo, the man we have. His name is Charles Mohammed, otherwise known as Charlimo, as we rightly said, and he's a committed composer, songwriter, performer, and a famed graphic artist. Yes, Charlimo is also a multi-instrumentalist and producer as an unrelenting activist in the Nigerian music industry, in the interest of artists and defending their rights whenever and whenever. A former vice president of BMAN, Charlimo has also been chairman of the state chapter of the union. He served on the National Copyright Committee as chairman of the Publicity Committee of the Hologram Anti-Piracy Scheme. In one composed and performed I Will Be There, the promotion of the FIFA Under-20 World Cup. Continues to perform with his band called the participated in many concerts across the country. He's currently the National Nigerian Music Club, NMC, and Mr. Molome has a show in Benin City for our Polytechnic, where he graduated and industrial design. And our Polytechnic was very close to the students' union government and formed the group PM Jam. He decorated many awards and honors, and in 1990 award. Before then, he had won the 1980 on Sleep of Ortiz, Willik's Tribulations, the city of Charlimo, graphics based in Ikeja. His dynamism, experience, and commitment will be put to use as the best. Now, also present in his industry, he's had big industries like Mr. Managing Director of Premier Music Limited and Chairman, Nigerian Association of Recording, NARI, Honorable John Ikuluka, National Music Label Owners and Recording Industry Association of Nigeria, Moran, the Uduba Obey Music Company, and just to name but a few. Now, he's been definitely so honored to have Charlimo. You're a veteran in the game, all right? But if you were today, would you rather be a content creator, a music producer, or a music activist, and why?
Any day, anytime, I would like to be a music activist because that is where I found myself really supporting a lot of people. I will always be an activist in the music industry, to support and give direction to especially upcoming ones.
All right, moving on. You are a multi-talented human, a legend, if you ask me, if you tell me to say that, but without saying that, I know who you are. You are a legend. Now, he says you wrote the theme song you performed in Nigeria on the 20 World Cup, Nigeria 99. How did you feel about writing that?
You see, at that time, it was an open thing that we all took part in. Oris Wiliki actually wrote the thing while I wrote the promotional song, and among all the songs that came for vetting, we were just privileged. One came out well at the time, so that's why That's why I had the privilege of writing and performing I Will Be There. A song that was supposed to bring Nigerians together to that event at that time, Nigeria 99, and also to let the foreign participants come to also know that we welcome them and Nigeria was happy to them in our country. So it was a privilege that I appreciate till today. Yeah.
All right, that's a good one. Wonderful. You're a graphic design artist. Now, with the coming of AI, we have AI. That's one of your strongholds. Graphic design, the thing of AI, the introduction of AI everywhere. Everybody's talking about AI, AI this, AI that. Do you at all feel threatened by the existence of AI? And how are you working further to your finesse in graphic design and all that?
Well, I must say AI has been a very beautiful contribution to the creative, especially to the graphic industry. Treating photographs, videos, editing text and all of that has become so amazing when you apply the AI. So I don't think it's a threat to graphic design or designers who go to training school, because that's where you hear garbage in, garbage out. If you know exactly what you want, your arrangement, your choice of colors, your choice of mentions and all will determine what you come out with. So basically, even if you use the AI and you are not schooled in the areas of knowing exactly what direction that you want to go, you could still make a mistake. But if you know what you are doing, AI will be perfect assistance to get your concepts to reality.
As former chairman, or as you had the time as chairman, Freeman Lagos chapter, can you tell us one or some of the wildest or most expected moments you've had from your time there? Something that we or the streets have never heard. Do you have wonderful or wild stories to tell us?
Yes. Today, it is from Galaxy Television that a lot of people that that we brought in Jujuba, that is the Jujuba Association to PIMA, and even the Fuji Music Association. So if you see Juju musicians coming into mainstream of the music body, it was my tenor that brought them in. I had a secretary then called what was that guy's name? I'm trying to remember his name now. Akinehi and I, worked together steadily to bring in Juju Bands Association. The joy came that day was in the house of Ike Dairo, where Juba hold their meetings. So I went there to address them, and initially they were a bit skeptical about coming. They thought Pima was for reggae and all kinds of other genres of music. So I was able to explain to them that they were needed to join us in Pima. So that's how Juju Band Association, the Juba, came into the mainstream music industry. So it is a joy that also I was able, that Juba came in, I was able to go to Agege at the time to go and talk to the Fuji musicians also, and I brought the Fuji musicians into the mainstream of music industry. This is the first time I'm saying this, and it's on Galactic. Thank you.
Says in your biography and profile that you have won many awards, and you have so many honors and awards to your name. Now, tell me now, which one of the awards is most special to you and why? Which of them? You won
I will talk about that.
But which one is the most? Which one do you hold to your heart so much than the rest?
I hold the NMA Award. That's the Nigerian Music Awards of 1989. I hold it very, very dearly as one of the awards that I received, and I'm happy I did. In fact, it changed a lot of things for me in Lagos at that time. It was only Leki's album that I designed then, Tribulation, that won me that award. I was not expecting anything. As usual, I was just doing my work. And Gary Okunle was really the man that was on top of all the design works at the time. So, I mean, I did not even look at that part. Then suddenly I got a nomination and I attended, and it came out that I won the award. I will not tell you a lie. It proved and increased my clientele, which was that I got a lot of referrals, a lot of clients coming in to say, oh, let us deal with this award winner. This is who has won an award. And that led to so many albums that I designed, including Onyeka Oweno's Dancing in the Sun. So many of them. I worked for so many artists, so many artists, So I would say the NMA Award was a good one that I thought really impacted on my life.
Thank you so much. Now, sorry, sir. Now you fought against piracy in Nigeria, and you were involved in the hologram anti-piracy scheme for a while. Now in 2012, what does modern piracy look like, and how do we fight piracy in this modern digital age? We've been fighting piracy over the years. You've been doing it, and you continue to do that. Now this is the digital age, where it's a bit harder to fight it. What steps are you taking? How do we in Nigeria at the moment fight piracy?
Piracy, I must say, has been one of the biggest problems that the industry has, especially the musician who goes to the studio, creates a job, pays so much to release it, does advertisements, does promotion, goes everywhere, and he puts them in the market. And somebody goes there simply to take one of those works and replicate it, begin to sell it. In that way, money does not come back to the person who originally created those works. And that was really bad some years ago when CDs were selling, cassettes were also selling at that time. And a lot of people were making, our biggest problem was Alaba market at that time, and some spots in Onitsha and some other points in the nation. But if you notice recently, the game has shifted to MP. People now play MP3, which you simply put on your device, and either your phone or saving devices, and you play them, and in that way, musicians don't even get remuneration for the they put into their works. Now you ask the question about how do you go about attacking some of these issues. They are complex in the way they appear, because some of them on websites that are pirate sites, and it is very easy that you can even stay on any device now and send on Facebook, any platform can send music without limitation to how you can checkmate it, like what we used to do to physical records. and cases. But there is also another dimension, which is for our elders, our old musicians, on the international market, find that their works are replicated all over now, and they reproduce them and sell them massively outside the country. Except you detect it, or except somebody tells you that, so and so musician who died so many years ago has his works, playing, selling in some of these countries, you will not know. So those ones have become a matter a matter that the industry has to confront to find international coalition to stop this act. For those who properly come to Nigeria to sign contracts with those who own those works, fine. But that people just take somebody's work and begin to sell is not the best for our nation. And a lot of revenue is lost to those particular people who created, or even if they are not alive, to their families too. So what the NCC, that's the Nigeria Corporate Commission, should be doing is to also assist with going after this area mentioned. And the musicians also, they owe it also to point out these issues to these agencies so that they know exactly where to make the problems report.
All right, these days, you look at the Gen Zs growing up, and you are the and you've been doing this for a while, and you see what we call the get rich quick scheme, especially in internet. Now, some of all these artists, be it in music, be it in graphics design, whatever it is, they have simply refused to work harder. It's like people like you have done. They believe they should do something now and get money for it immediately and get rewarded quick. What piece of advice would you give to Gen Zs coming up the ladder to be successful? What would you say to those who really want to get it quick without doing the hard work or the groundwork?
Yeah, the Gen Zs, they see us as school. They say we are old school. Because you mentioned the assistance of the AI now. AI assists with music production. There's nothing that it does not do. And some of our boys, they become stars before they even start to learn how to play basic instruments. Some of them don't even play instruments, just like you said. They just want to go straight to become star. And we have now encountered problems when you tell them to perform. You say, come and perform, and that is where you know that there are lapses in the growth of that individual. But give it to them. There are some of them that are doing exceptionally very well. I would say that I'm happy with the progress that people like Burna Boy, Davido, Wizkid, and a host of them are doing. We are happy with their progress, collaborations outside Nigeria. In fact, they have become much more ambassadors than the one we purposely locate in those destinations. They sell our music, they sell our culture, and they all make Nigeria look good from the way they have performed. Look at even the awards, the global music awards. We find our Nigerian artists, especially the young one, the one we call the Gen Z, doing so well in them. So I will give them 70 over 100 in all of it, because I think there are most of them are still hardworking and going the right way. But I will advise that those who have that they want to play music, they should really go down and study exactly what it takes It is not by joining cults or by climbing over other people's heads that make you a star. It's God that makes anybody a star. I know you listen to some music at times and you tell yourself, say, how did this music make it to the top? And you will never know. Because people's mood, the community we live in, their moods change at different times. So there are times you just bring this music out and you sell. There are times you do a good one and you say, why? What is happening? Why is it not selling? It is the mood. So I will attribute that as a Christian to say God also is involved in making stars. So, but you have to put some effort also and be ready to climb up the opportunity.
This conversation shows that Charlimo, the legend himself, understands his audience. He's been speaking on piracy, he's been speaking on leveling up. I hope you are watching and listening, take cognizance of what a legend, a living legend, has to say. We'll go on a quick break shortly, and then I think we'll have to watch and listen to something from Charlimo. But other than that, let's take this quick break. We'll be right back. We still have Charlimo and, of course, Orally. They don't go anywhere. Yes, welcome back. The song you just watched and listened to is titled My Freedom, and it's by the legend himself, Charles Imolame, aka Charlimo. Now, a whole lot of you Gen Zs do not know who the man is, or you have to have your parents tell you about when he was doing the most. Now, I remember that song vividly because we used to have one television set like that where you have to hit it, all right, before it and then these were the songs these were the songs we had to listen to, and it was real sweet and funny. Now, I'll tell you something. Sometimes when you listen to songs like this, you listen to Welcome to Nigeria 99, you listen to so many other songs, it brings back memories of when we tell you when music was good. Now, music is doing really good and exceptional in Nigeria at the moment, and these are the people, the pioneers, the pace setters, the ones who started this, who brought, you know, sometimes there's one time Akon said he was the one that started Afrobeats. It remains for me with slapper. Akon, Afrobeats, where, how? Do you know when people like this, there was Fela, there was Oritwiliki, you have people like Charlimo doing the most, and then you just come and make up, open your mouth and say you are the one. No, these people started what we have as Afrobeats today. So we have to give our flowers to living legends like this. So thank you very much, sir, for doing good music and being super articulate over the years. Now, the song My Freedom.
Thank you.
When was it produced? For those who don't know, when was the video shot, and how was it producing a banger like this?
Well, My Freedom was produced in 1998. You know, I mean, sorry, 1997, but it was released in 1998. It was produced at the Lemmy Jackson Studios in Lagos. Lemmy Jackson was a very big producer in Lagos. He did so many works, you know. And after that production, our own dear friend, I don't know if you have heard about a name called Femi Lasode. He owned a company called Even Extra. So he had equipment for making videos and co. And my dear friend brought those equipment to use in the video of My Freedom. Then it was shot in La Campagne Tropicana in Adeni Jones. So I big up to the man I call President, Mr. Boboye. I call him President Wale Boboye. He gave me the La Campagne Tropicana to shoot the video. Not only shooting that video at the La Campagne Tropicana, he also gave me the troupe that he had. The Atunda band he joined me. Then he had a troupe that was they were basically drama troupe that he had then. Those were the people that did all the dancing for me. So I use this opportunity to thank them wherever they are, you know, especially Dr. Wale Boboye, the owner of La Campagne Tropicana. I say big up to you. President, that's what I used to call him. He was a good friend and a very kind supporter of most of what I did. So I want to say thank you to also Femi Lasode and so many other people, those who took part with making that program a success at the time. But we are still here. We are still reconfiguring. Maybe one day I will do what do you call it? I'll do another update on some of these works to meet with today's musical drive. Yeah.
You have worn many hats, so many hats on your head. You've won composer, visual artist, activist, and so many more. Now, which one of these taught you the hardest life lessons, and what was it that was taught to you?
It is so difficult. You see, I was in the School of Arts, which was basically my passion. I read graphics, you know, and before you read graphics, you do painting, you do a lot of sculpture and all of that. Then in doing that, music follows it too. My guitar will always be by the side those days, and you are playing music and you are doing your arts. So what I'm trying to say is that it's difficult to separate them really, because they all come together. Then the activism comes from a lot of people who will complain to you they are cheated by recording companies those days. Maybe they go and sign a contract, and the contract has a lot of loopholes that does not favor the artists. You find in such cases, we come out and we confront those companies to tell them, look, this is not right, that is not right. And many a times also, some of them will say, okay, they will correct such abnormalities. And yes, there were also some who would not who will have very beautiful talent and they don't even know where to go. In that case, we also call on producers or companies that we have influence in and say, look, try this guy out. You'll be able to contribute to your company, and they also make a headway with the kind of music that we hear, And when they go there, somehow, a lot of them succeeded, and today they have done so well in their lives. So the activism is really about supporting the industry and supporting especially most of our musicians, because most of our musicians, they worry more about just the creativity. They do not worry about what follows that creativity, which is the business. People here show business. Show is 30%, business is 70%, and they do more of the show, the 30%. Whereas when they get those who are knowledgeable, when they get to those who are knowledgeable about the business, of course they let you do all the show, but they make the money behind you from the business of. So that is the reason that some of us got into activism. But it's not as if we have even succeeded up to today, because periodically it gets tougher. The game changes as we go along. At the way things are today, things are so difficult. Studio that you could go easily before and pay some money to pay for a session to go to a studio, it has changed. It's a lot of money now. So you cannot expect maybe one worker or one boy who has just left school, talented, will, except he has a sponsor. And whoever that is sponsoring most of the time will be somebody who wants to exploit that talent. And so that is why, even as we speak now, there are a lot of talents hanging all over the whole places without support, without even help. Some don't even know where to go. They don't even have basic telephone to be able to make contacts to say, okay, we can meet this or that person on the internet space to be able to show us the way. So I have even told myself that very soon I may even decide to have some talk shows to begin to direct people on how and where to go if such assistance are needed. Thank you.
Coordinator of Nigerian Music Club, the NMC. What are you doing to ensure that younger musicians and artists know their rights and protect their arts?
Yes, just as the name connotes, Nigerian Music Club, it is a club where members come together as friends. We come together to exploit ways that we can all grow in the industry. And it is not a body, it's a supplement for these other bigger unions like PMAN. It's a club that creates opportunities for us to organize workshops, organize talk shops, and organize concerts for our members so that they can come up and play those concerts to expose themselves. We also have a scheme in the club that helps to say, okay, if one person releases a work, for instance, maybe a CD or a record, every other member of the club will endeavor to support that person by buying a copy first. And from that level, at least that support will help and encourage that member to be able to now face the larger society in promotion and in also trying to sell the works. Because we in the Nigerian Music Club, we make you feel good first that we like what you are doing and we support what you are doing. And from there, that confidence is what you take to the outside to let people know that, yes, if our members say I'm good, then I should continue with the promotion of selling my works. So that one is also there. Then We also fight for those who are oppressed in the club. If we see a situation like we discussed earlier on, where they are not comfortable with wherever they have gone to commit themselves, we go there either through appeals or through discussions to make to make their cases better than just hopelessness.
That's a very beautiful one. Now, in today's music and entertainment lifestyle, perhaps, all right, you have one of these new cats, these new artists that are doing really exceptional music, and you wanted to bring out an EP or an album. Charlimo says, you know what, let me mix a blend of Gen Z and the old times, you know, the Generation X, the millennials, and all that, and you would love to have or pick 3 of these new artists to add to an album you're currently creating and making. Which of these artists would you, of this new era, would you want to feature on an album, and why?
I will feature all of them. All of them are very, very, very creative. They are very good. You see why I will avoid choosing anyone or mentioning anyone's name. Will just be for, you know, for the avoidance of the feeling that I become partisan. They are all, from what I see, they are all good. Excuse me. And I think that the question that you have asked me is very, very difficult to answer for me, especially knowing my position in the industry. So I would rather say that I can collaborate, or I can tell you for free that all of them are good. Is it Ashake? Is it Olamide? Is it Bona? Is it Rema? Is it what's it, Johnny Drill? All of them, they are all bundle of talents, and it depends on where. It is like looking at an elephant. That is how I see all these young boys who have done so well. Where do you want to hug them? You want to hug them from the tusk, or is it the leg you want to hug? They are massive, and I think I'll give it to them and tell you that they have done very well. But me, I would like to just avoid, you know, taking any one of them, so that it doesn't look like if I'm partisan. I beg, I hope you permit me.
The show, give your fans words of motivation, and before we do that, let's go pay bills. We have a commercial, we have an advert right now, and we have to quickly take that one. We'll be right back. Let's do this.
In today's fast-paced world, staying ahead demands peak performance from our bodies.
Like never before, our bodies need an optimum supply of essential nutrients, and Supermalt supports our daily nutritional needs.
Exactly. One Supermalt after breakfast daily keeps us at our best.
Supermalt is specially formulated for today's man and woman. It has 20 essential vitamins, minerals, and natural extracts for overall health and wellness. One Supermalt a day gives you energy and vitality, improves your mental performance, and supports your immunity.
Welcome back. We still have Charlimo. Please, sir, if you're still here, give us a social media handle as we round up the show.
Sorry, I didn't get that.
Your social media handle, so we can follow you.
Okay, my social media handle.
How we can get your music to streaming platforms.
Okay, Charlimo Imoloame. Charlimo Imoloame. Yes, Charlimo, and on TikTok you have a Charlimo Show. Same with Instagram, Charlimo Show on Instagram too. So that's Charlimo Imoloame. If you get that, in fact, if you put Charlimo on Facebook, you get my handle on Facebook. You know. So on Instagram, the Charlimo Show on Instagram, Charlimo Show on TikTok.
All right, thank you so much, sir, for giving us the honor of being on the show. We do not take it for granted. We want to say a big shout out to you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything you've done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. We hope
thank you very much.
Next time, Charlimo, you'll be able to come through for us. God bless you so much.
No,
how much you can take on the show.
Thank you very much.
Charlimo has given us his word. He's talked about his journey, his life work, the challenges, awards, honors, and everything he's had to face in music. And that is something that's worthy of recommendation, and that's just how it is. Now, as we round up the show, I want to say it's a rainy day. You guys should know what you're doing in any space you're in. Those of you who eat corn and throw it in the gutter, now some of you cannot sleep inside your houses because water has entered inside and your bed is very close to the roof. You see how life works? Make sure you clear your gutters, mind where you pee and defecate. Don't throw stuff up and down. When you eat something, wrap it up, take it with you, put it in your bag or your pocket. When you get home or anywhere that you see it's fit for dispose, then you dispose it. Please don't throw dirt on the road. Don't throw dirt in the gutter. Don't mess up the gutter, please. And drive safely. All right, those of you who have not gotten new tires, you know the ground is slippery right now. Don't match it in the streets where you should drive 30, 35. You're driving 80, 85. It's crazy. Reach out to your mechanics. Check your brake oil, your brake pads as well. All right, check. This is the time you need your brakes to function. It's the rainy season. Let's make sure that we are brothers keeper. Every Nigerian owes one another a duty of care. That's what we'll say to you today. So drink water and mind the business that concerns you. Do not ever turn off someone else's light bulb because you want yours to shine the brightest. Every day above 6 feet is a very good day. Follow me on Instagram at official_Orale. That's AURALWE for Instagram. For TikTok, on Facebook is Kenny Chinoni and Obi. Now for Twitter, which you know as X, it's at Karawayne, KRELWAYNE. All right, I had hoped that our second guest was going to make it to the studios, but traffic and you know it's raining, Lagos happened. Hopefully we'll get to see more of Melissa some other time, but we can't do that right now. That much we can take on the show. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you tomorrow for the Thank God. You know how it is. Let's just enjoy ourselves. The funky, freaky Friday edition of the show. Don't go far, don't go anywhere. But the next program to come up is Women's Corner by Ross Blossom and Dame Patricia Gabriels. Let's enjoy that one. Yo, have fun. Bye for now.